What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another video. The holidays are around the corner, which for young sneakerheads means a fresh new pair of kicks to make your friends wish their parents had tried just a little bit harder in life. But with the advancement of social media and the internet, more than ever, there's a huge sea of websites that you can buy your heat from. Unfortunately, the more websites that come along, the more that are going to try to sell you that lost and found Jordan 1 2 months early for 160 bucks. Just because DHgate took some sweet pictures of those ones does not mean that's what you're actually going to get when it comes to your doorstep. Imagine this. It's December 25th, Christmas Day of 2022. You're 15 years old and you just woke up filled with excitement to throw your toes into that brand new pair of kicks you already picked out 2 months ago. Isn't gonna be that big of a surprise. So you slide down the steps, break every bone in your body, but it's okay. You pull it out instantly from the back of the tree and you shred the paper off. You're relieved to see upon opening the box you're greeted with a Stockx receipt, so you know your mom did you right. Or did she? Within the last few weeks, rumors have actually been started that Stockx no longer offers verification on their products. Now, when I was told this, my first thought was, there's no way. The whole entire reason Stockx exists is to provide people with a safe experience when buying shoes and to not feel like they're getting taken.
If you are looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money.
But after doing some research of my own, I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion on Stockx, the current situation they're sitting in, and whether or not you can feel confident when you stuff that hard-earned dough into Stockx's mouth. So in February of this year, Stockx launched a new feature where users can buy and resell NFT versions of their favorite sneakers on the app. The NFT representing a real, physical pair of sneakers. I myself don't really see why this feature was added. I don't really see a benefit to it, but hey, to each their own. Nike soon after responded with a lawsuit, basically saying that the NFTs infringed on certain trademarks, and it would be confusing for customers looking to purchase shoes on the site. Not long after that lawsuit was filed though, about a month later, Nike added that they were able to purchase 4 pairs of counterfeit, unauthentic sneakers from Stockx. One of the pairs actually being linked to the NFT service that they were providing. Stockx then basically released a statement stating that everything sold through the platform is inspected by hand, and that they've actually prevented over $60 million worth of fake merchandise from being sold since their debut way back in 2015. They did go on to say though that there is a possibility that a small percentage of items that are fake could slip through the cracks. Okay, so how does this actually affect what's going on right now with Stockx, how they removed the verified authentic from their pages and from the tags that are on the shoes themselves? Well, if you take a look at Stockx's information page on the verification process, pretty much every single place on the page that said authentication now says verification. But what does that actually mean when it comes down to them legit checking your shoes or not? They go on to explain that everything has to be in brand new condition, come with original packaging, and include all the accessories and components that it's supposed to come with. Then you get down to the quality assurance section. A final check in our verification process. Our QA experts ensure the product meets our high standards. This is basically just saying that they give the product one final look over just to make sure that there's no flaws in the product or find something that they had possibly missed in the original verification. They also talk about how they use technology to aid their efforts in legit checking sneakers. This probably just includes certain things like machines to measure certain distances on the shoe, or using like high-end magnification to look at the quality of the materials themselves. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy on the internet talking. After that, it talks about the team and their place in the company, but now we get to the juicy part: fighting counterfeits. It doesn't get into too many specifics, but it does state that Stockx is committed to preventing counterfeit and item fraud on their website. If you actually scroll down to the bottom of the page, look at the frequently asked questions, and one of the things that stands out the most is this: shoes and sneakers sold on Stockx have the following requirement. They must be new, they must be unworn, they must be authentic, and they must have original packaging. So if you ask me, Stockx is outright saying right there that they are still authenticating their shoes that come through the door. Even though they might have reworded some things on the website and they don't exactly state that there's a chance a fake could pass, I don't technically think that that means that they're just ditching authentication outright, because that would literally then destroy what Stockx's foundation is built of. They grew their site and their sales through the fact that their authentication process was unmatched, and people felt safe and secure secure purchasing pairs from their site. Now we live in a different time, unfortunately, where people's opinions and companies' policies change all the time, so it's really difficult sometimes to see things for what they really are and get the complete truth out of the story. I never really buy shoes on Stockx like that to begin with, just because I don't pay that much for my shoes, but I definitely do sell pairs through the app, and I can kind of see where people are like, okay, so Stockx is still verifying shoes. They're basically just saying they're not perfect, and in a rare instance, there are items that may pass the authentication that turn out to be fake. In which case, the return policy says an item that incorrectly passed the verification process may be returned. There was actually a video I saw a couple days ago that would kind of help explain this a little bit more, I think, but I looked and I couldn't find it, so I'm just going to explain what happened in the video. Basically, the guy was telling his viewers how he had bought a pair of shoes from Stockx. He got them and they ended up being fake. After messaging with Stockx, they said that there was no way that they could give him his money back. If he wanted to, though, he could relist the shoe on the site and sell it there. They ended up selling, and they actually passed the verification process a second time, getting through there again. So what I'm taking away from this is essentially what Stockx is saying. They're still legit checking shoes, but if something comes through their verification process and passes, they consider that a 100% legit product. No two ways about it. It's passing every single time it goes through Stockx. Because no matter what, that shoe passes the process they use to verify a sneaker. So obviously there are some flaws in that system that need to be worked out though, because there are tons and tons and tons of posts and videos about people buying and selling fake pairs of shoes through Stockx. What do you guys think though? Does this change whether or not you'll use Stockx the same way? I'll probably continue to keep selling pairs to the app, only because from a seller side of things, not much really changes if you're selling authentic sneakers. Obviously, this is going to steer traffic away from Stockx, and there may not be that same amount of people on the app buying as there was before. But besides that, there's still a huge amount of people that use Stockx every single day, and I really can't see that slowing down anytime soon. If you guys did enjoy more of this kind of sit-down discussion kind of video, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up and subscribe. Tons of new content every single week. YouTube shorts, sneaker buying and selling, sneaker shows all over the US, and tons of deals on kicks you guys are not going to want to miss out on. Links to all my other socials are down in the description, so make sure you check those out. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys on Saturday for a brand new video. Peace.